might seem cannibalism might seem kind of gruesome. It kind of is. I'm going to give you a little background of what got me to this position to run this bill. So back in 2019, I heard that Washington State was starting to do human composting, and that disturbed me. I wanted to address this because what I didn't want to see is bags of compost with human bone fragments. I want to stop it getting into the human food supply. I was on a plane this summer, watched a video of some food show, and the three contestants tasted the food and they had to guess what was in it. It was some kind of a sausage. And one of the options they told these people that was in the food was human flesh.
Can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in the sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Alright. Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Is this
separate?
Is it?
And there's a stigma surrounding this.
All right. Yo. Thank you, Kev. Thank you very much. All right, Joe. Fish liver, shark,
or human flesh.
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2. What do you think it's going to be?
Shark 2.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
No.
Whoa.
That's not okay. That's not all right.
The way our society's going and the direction we're going, this is going to be normalized. There's only one state in the union that it is illegal. Cannibalism is illegal, and that is Idaho. Cannibalism might seem.
All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Makakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. On to those like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Let me let this next one play since it's interrupted me. Go ahead.
My feet running all day. Right afterwards, went to the gym. Pushed myself pretty heavy, so naturally after a day of running and then working out, I'm exhausted and hungry. All I wanted to do was get some food before I went home, went to bed, and did it all over again. And I came to Cookout in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, right outside of the Nashville area. And I order a tray. I park my car. I get about halfway through my tray. All my cheese curds are gone. Almost done with my barbecue sandwich. And I bite into this. It's a tooth. It's a chip of a tooth. I threw up my entire meal. But that was one of those things that, like, I had my suspicions. It seemed very likely that these fast food chains are doing what they're rumored to be doing. But, so since I've been learning about that, I've been staying away from, like McDonald's, Wendy's, the main ones. Starving, there's nothing open. So I went to Cookout. A freaking tooth. I'm sick to my stomach. I can't to wrap your brain around this.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel for that man. I really do. We don't look at just skin color. We as a spirit, and he was very distraught by that. You could tell that he was like, even the other video, the woman that was sitting at the Asian woman. The Asian woman, she kind of, it was questionable, but the other woman, she was like, nah. And this is how you are under some vile, sick, demonic rulers of the world. For them to do that shit in a time where there's plenty of food, there's plenty of everything, and yet they still deny the people the basic the necessities that is required for people to live. Just like this whole snap shit. Now a judge said that nah, they gotta give that snap up by tomorrow, which is know when I put this, Friday. And what kind of cruel, evil, sadistic sack of shit would do something like that? Like this. Well, this is why the scriptures call them the wicked. Because only the wicked is gonna think of some crazy shit to do to starve out the people. Everything that's happening, which I always, through the spirit, always say everything that's happening is because of these people. All right. They are the living embodiment of pure evil. And one way or another, everybody's going to agree, maybe too little too late, obviously, but they all going to agree that this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. If there's one thing everybody's going to have in common, well, one of many things. So they're going to admit to everyone that this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Because nobody in a rightful mind would do something like this to their subjects the way this man has been doing it to his subjects. And if anybody think that they're free, you're bugged out your mind. We all are subjects unto Esau. This is the basis of men. This is the man who the Lord put over everybody. So the Lord took the worst of the worst, the lowest form of mankind. I'm being real too. It's not a cliche. This is your first time seeing one of these videos. If you're not pissed off about something like that, something fucking wrong with you. Man, you are the problem. You are the fucking problem. And this is why we always get on Esau. All right. Anybody that goes out there and advocate and say, "Oh, this man is not Esau is not the Edomites," then you yourself most likely are Edomite. You are yourself are wicked. Matter of fact, since I said that, before I get this other one, Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him." So you justifying the wicked. Matter of fact, it's in Proverbs. I got to get this one. Let me see if it's going to come up. Proverbs I think it is this one. Yep. It said, "He that justify the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord." So when we go out there and tell you this is the man that the Bible speaks of, this is the wicked Esau Edom, and you sit there, try your damnedest, like most of you Christians, try your damnedest, like, no, you guys are bugged out, then I don't know, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. You're not the solution, you're the problem. And you're an abomination in the sight of the Lord. And this devil, all right, Job 9:24 says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So this devil, this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and it is evident. And the scriptures tell you, if it's not him, who it is. All right, who can it be? The Lord's like, look, if he didn't make Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, point it out to me. Point it out to us. Because who does this? Who sacrifice people and throw their bodies into meat grinders to feed other people? where there's plenty of natural food to eat out there, but you deny the people of the food. Who does that shit? The wicked, the devil. All right. Let me get to the point. Revelation 6 and 5. Well, 6 and 6 to the point. It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, which is a day wage. So that's what you call inflation. The inflationary prices that's taking place right now, it's not by accident, it's all designed. This man playing around with the SNAP benefits and federal workers and all sorts of people in bread lines. That's not by accident. That was all designed to what? To starve people out, to give them the alternative meat product. The alternative meat product this man desires is to give to people is other people's flesh. All right, that's what he's planning to do. So your day's wage is going to give you pieces of shit, worthless food to your body, which is going to lead people to be what? Cannibals. They've grown a taste for people. It's a very foul thing. It's just evil. It's a very wicked, vile thing that they're playing. They're getting people accustomed of human flesh. All right. And we've been eating abominable foods for a long time. That's what the scripture says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He owns also the food product. So everybody's subject to eating vile things without them even knowing. This is the game that this devil is playing. That's why he needs to be taken out. I was going to get this. I still get it. Isaiah 9, because it's going to cause a famine. We are entering the zone of a famine. That's ironic. IHOP commercial pops up. Yeah, we about to enter a famine when nobody has no money to get nothing. Food is not going to be circulating. They said that fruits and vegetables are rotting because there's nobody there to pick the fruits or the vegetables because all the migrants are gone. So that eliminates some food. The food product they use an emergency fund because of the government shutdown. Why? To bend the people, to bend you, to mold you. That movie Soylent Green, which they try to at the end of the movie, that it was a mystery. Well, the mystery is no longer a mystery, no longer, but they realized the main character who's played by Charlton Heston realized that the main ingredient was people because people kept disappearing. That's another factor. A lot of people is disappearing right now. A lot of so-called Americans and migrants and all this are disappearing. So who that can be not said that is not going back into food is not going back into to society. Can't say that. We in some evil fucking time, man. Evil, which means bad times. It says Isaiah 9 and 20, classic. It says, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm, meaning cannibalism. All right, cannibalism was big in the ancient world, and it was not done by choice. It was done as a punishment. Okay. Matter of fact, should I go to that one yet? Let me get this one first. Lamentation 4 and 10 to the point. It says, because this is what's exactly going to happen. Matter of fact, I'll start at 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. That's the worst possible death out there. And a lot of people are going to die because of starvation. A lot of people is going to do things that they never thought in their wildest dreams that they would do. And this is what the elites It doesn't matter who's in office. This is what all these people, there's the desire of the elites. The elites are augmenting the world to their world. So everything that we see that's vile and that was done in secret, you heard of these things in secret, and they're making it public because they're coming out the closet, so to speak. Literally, they're coming out the closet. That's why this man is trying his damnedest. I mean, he is doing a damn pretty good job of hiding the fact that he was part of that list. He's giving distractions after distractions. If you want to be distracted, just watch your regular television. Watch what happens. Because all this shit is happening. But going back to the scripture, it says, "For these pine away stricken through for want of fruits of the field," because of the hunger. All right, this is the worst possible death. That's when you know the Lord can't stand your ass. It make you starve to death. It says that in the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat and destruction of the daughter of my people. So that was a punishment to Israel. I remember Sarnetta's like, yeah, the Hebrews used to eat their own. No, that was a punishment. That's an abnormal behavior. So look, that's not our culture. All right. This is what the other nations were doing. Lord, that was a punishment. I was like, oh, you're gonna do this? You're gonna be wicked? All right. I'm gonna have another nation rule you, besiege you, sorry, and you're gonna be forced to do vile things. All right. Matter of fact, since I said I was gonna get the other one, First Kings. Hold on, 6:20. No, I'm sorry, 2 Kings 6:20, or something like that. It says, and it came to pass when no, that's not the one. It's down here, 6:25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 4 pieces of silver, and the 4 part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, they cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord did not help thee, when shall I help thee? And out of the barnyard or out of the wine press? So he told her straight up, like, if the Lord didn't help you, how can I help you? So keep that in mind. So every time something like this happens, is the Lord's doing to his people. But Esau has a history of eating dead corpse. All right. When the pilgrims came over here, they first winter, they was eating their own people. They have no problem of eating their own flesh, their own kind. Okay. It's second nature to them. Because out of everything you hear this, that shit should go straight up to the higher ups and like, yo, we got to shut it down. Let's figure it out. Let's figure out why is this happening. Let's shut this shit down. This is not this ain't right. But you're not gonna hear that. It says, and the king said unto her, Why else that thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him today, and we shall eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son that we may eat him. And she hid her son. And then that's another thing. You women, you are the weakest vessel. You women are gonna do some vile shit in that day. Y'all gonna do some real nasty. Y'all gonna do some real nasty work. All right, because you women are the easiest ones to lose your integrity for a fucking piece of meat. You're gonna lose it, and y'all gonna do some and your history is gonna repeat itself. And this is once again, this is a punishment. Okay, so they ate their own children, and it says, and it came to pass when the king heard the words of the woman that he rent his clothes and passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh, meaning because that was an ancient world tradition. Like he was hurt by that. All right, he was hurt. He was stunned. Like damn. Ezekiel, was it 5 and 6? I believe I haven't read this in a while. It says 8. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I, even I am He. Against thee, I will execute judgment in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations, and I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more like, because of all thine abomination. Therefore the father shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat the fathers, and I will execute judgments in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds. So this is what the Lord did. All right. He did it to Israel, but once again, this was not a thing. This was a punishment. I keep saying this for a reason. So it says, let me go to this one. Let me Corinthians 4. 2nd Ezra 15, and I'll start at 46. It says, and thou, Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babylon. So Asia and Babylon are in alliance. Right? This whole thing with the New World Order. These nations are all in bed. They trying their best to achieve their own personal goals, meaning they want to rule. It says, woe be unto thee, thou wretched, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and in inventions, which is America. America is hated, all right, with all her works. Therefore saith the Lord, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, waste, to waste that houses with destruction and death. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. The heat ariseth that is set over thee, which is thermonuclear destruction. So this whole world, this is why they what is that damn group? The WHO. I recall during the pandemic that the WHO had made a statement talking about famine. The world is going to reach massive famine, which is caused by whom? It's caused by the elites. There's plenty of land, there's plenty of space, there's plenty of food for everybody. Yet this devil and this alliance of these devils all have one in common. They want to bring in a new world order. It caused nothing but chaos. All right. And it says, verse 51, thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with the wounds, so that the mighty and the lover shall not be able to receive thee. Would I with jealousy have so proceed against thee, saith the Lord, if thou didst not always slay my chosen? Showing you that who's the Lord's chosen? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Showing that is an international conglomerate of nations that took us, and they all did us dirty. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the talk of, oh, you're better off on this side of the world. It doesn't matter. All these nations had a part, but the focal point has always been on America. America is the focal point. America is the most hated of them all. What proves it? America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. So what have they done unto the Lord's chosen? Rape, rob, and murder. Hey, even over here in America, there was known what delectable Negroes, which which they used to eat our people. All right, and there's more evidence is coming out. All right, so what do you think the Lord's gonna do? And it says, and exalted is the stroke of thy hands, and saying over the dead, when thou was drunken, set forth thy beauty of thy countenance. Set forth thy beauty of thy countenance. The reward of thine whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword, and thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. And they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh. What it means what? Resorting to cannibalism. All right? And I was supposed to look it up real quick. I saw the clip of, hold on, let me find it, because I didn't look at it. All right, let me let this thing play. Hold on.
Time, there is an overabundance of deer and not as many hunters as there used to be. Leaders with the Michigan Department of Natural Resources say we have lost more than 200,000 hunters in the state in the last 25 years. They say as a result, we see more car crashes involving deer and other issues. As Mid-Michigan Now's Kyle Macon tells us, some hunters believe the newer generations just don't want to hunt.
I think we got to press the importance to our youth and to their parents how important it is to get out there and experience the outdoors.
Well, because I didn't see it, but I saw that the headline said Michigan has lost 200,000 deer hunters. So the Lord's removing that spirit, meaning, look, whenever this thing goes down, and it's going to go down, the men of the Lord is going to be taken care of. All right. So if the men of the Lord is going to be taken care of, we're going to need what? Resources. Now, I saw another video, which I'm going to stop it right there because I didn't get to see the stuff. I saw another video, and the guy was breaking it down like a lot of people think they're going to go to the wilderness, they poison. Yeah, which is absolutely true. But there's pockets of things where the Lord can take care of his people. And the Lord controls everything. So the sources, the resources, the food, the natural food, the Lord can stop this. Let me read that again because this is very important. 2 Ezra 15 and 58. They that be in the mountains shall they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. So how are you going to be in the mountains dying of hunger if you have the ability to you get game meat, which mean there's possible things to eat there, because the Lord can remove those animals from that particular area. Okay, so a lot of these heathens, they think that they can escape in the mountains. They're not going to escape. All right, they're going to have to deal with the same thing that Israel had to deal with several times. And it says, and shall eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for the very hunger of bread and thirst of water, because there's going to be lack of food. So simultaneous, there's going to be a lack of food, but simultaneously, this devil is molding or getting people accustomed of eating one another. That's why you had thinking of the movie The Road, when he got to the house and there was a whole bunch of meat. Even the movie The Book of Eli, that was another situation. Shit, there was even in the TV show, damn, Walking Dead. Then when they went, I was watching it a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. Terminus. They go in there thinking that they good, they eating good meat. Come to find out that was people. So they getting people accustomed to that fact. They're making it interesting. They're conditioning people's mind for it. All right, and that's the mess up thing is there's plenty of things for people to eat. So this devil is he's playing a dirty game, man. But eventually they're gonna have to pay for what they did to the Lord's chosen people. They're gonna have to eat themselves. They're gonna have to do this shit. All right. I mean, what was it? Trump? Oh, not Trump. Polite. He was talking about like he was one of those guys that was falsely accusing um brothers of many vile things. And one of the main things what he was stressing about was you guys eat your people, not understanding that it was forced. All right, they were forced to do that because they was disobedient to the Lord. So I believe. I mean, to me, the Lord got him for the thing that he said, and I won't be surprised if only the Lord can know because we might not know. He might revert and become a cannibal himself and start eating people. The Lord's going to take all that mockery that people have been doing, He's going to shove it right back to these people. All of you are going to get what's coming to you. All right. It says, verse 59, thou as unhappy shall come through the sea and receive plagues again. Let me see. It says in the passage they shall rush on the idol city and shall destroy some portion of the island. Some portion of the land and consume part of the glory and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed. That goes into something else. But the point is, they're going to eat their own. And right now, they're conditioning your leaders, your vile, wicked leaders are conditioning the people to do that. We live in some interesting times, man. We are there. We getting there. What I mean getting there is about just gonna get worse and worse and worse. That being said, shalom to the elect in the nation of Israel. Shalom.